One of the greatest careers in sports history ended abruptly, right in the middle of the pitch, with a single strike to an opponent's chest. Hundreds of millions of people were watching this happen live. Yet for 16 years, nobody off that field knew exactly what caused it. It leaves an obvious question hanging over the pitch. What specific sequence of words drives a legendary athlete to willingly throw away his final match? July 2006, Berlin, the World Cup final. France is playing Italy, and Zinedine Zidane has already announced that this tournament will be the absolute end of his professional career. He started the game displaying his trademark icy composure, scoring an early goal with a cheeky, lofted penalty kick right down the middle. But the match locked at a 1-1 tie, dragging deep into extra time. In the 110th minute, defending a corner, Italian defender Marco Materazzi tangled with Zidane, grabbing a fistful of his jersey. The two men exchanged words as they jogged back upfield. Then, without warning, Zidane stopped. He turned around, planted his feet, and drove his head straight into Materazzi's chest. Materazzi collapsed. The headbutt was so sudden that the main referee missed it entirely in real time. He only issued the red card after his assistant confirmed the strike on a replay monitor. Because the global broadcast captured the violent physical reaction, but caught absolutely none of the audio that led up to it, a massive information vacuum opened around the most consequential foul in football history. Nature abhors a vacuum, and the tabloid media rushed to fill this one. Within months, a unified theory took over the front pages. Materazzi had insulted Zidane's mother. Every major outlet that published this claim was eventually proven wrong. Several were forced to print humiliating retractions, and one publication even paid out financial damages. Materazzi consistently maintained insulting someone's mother was a line he would never cross. His own mother died when he was just 15 years old. Despite the retractions, the public clung to the initial rumor for years, leaving the true trigger entirely obscured for over a decade. It took until 2022 for the real story to surface, when both men finally corroborated exactly what was said. After the jersey grab in the box, the exchange actually started somewhat playfully. Zidane joked that if Materazzi really wanted his shirt, he could have it after the match. Materazzi responded with a crude comment directed at Zidane's sister. What Materazzi didn't know was that Zidane was in a deeply fragile state that night. His mother was unwell, and his sister was the one actively caring for her. The headbutt wasn't the result of a calculated psychological attack. It was a random, crude insult that happened to strike Zidane precisely at his peak point of familial vulnerability. In the immediate aftermath, Zidane publicly apologized to the fans, and especially to the children who watched the final. But he absolutely refused to apologize to Materazzi directly. In one interview, he stated flatly that he would rather die than say sorry to him. His internal logic was strict. To express regret for the headbutt would be to admit that Materazzi was justified in speaking about his family. This rigid stance created a bizarre aftermath for the tournament. Even though Zidane was ejected in shame, the voting media still awarded him the Golden Ball for the best player of the entire World Cup. The football world was forced to accept a paradox, watching a player simultaneously rewarded for his brilliance and banished for his violence. A 5-second verbal exchange permanently erased any memory of the tactics, the substitutions, or the final score of that match. France went on to lose the final on penalty kicks, dropping the most coveted physical prize in sports. The moment remains immortal precisely because of that trade-off. It proved that for Zidane, defending the honor of his family was ultimately worth more than the perfect ending to his career.